So the strategies that we have chosen in order to overcome this issue is by using the organizational chart. By using organizational chart, the customer can make a complaint to the human resource department, where the human resource department is the most influenced department inside the organization. So the human resource department is the department that is responsible for the action and the behavior of the customer service provider. So when the customer make a complaint to the human resource department, the human resource department can overcome this issue by giving an advice or a punishment to the customer service provider. This is to make sure that the same issue won't be happening again in the future, and the customer service provider can treat the customers more fairly in the future. So we think that organizational chart is suitable because it can overcome the issue more better. However, there are some barriers that could prevent the company to implement the problem solving strategies. This is some of the barriers is they are afraid of the past history. This is because sometimes the company are having a very bad past history. So whenever they are trying to implement new strategies, they are being haunted, or they are not sure either they want to pursue that strategies because of the past history, because maybe in the past they are trying the strategies but they are failed, so they are afraid to try the new strategies once again. And the second one is because maybe because of afraid of failure. So they think that when they try that strategies, they will face failure instead of successfulness. So it makes them it stops them from trying the new strategies.
So there are many expectations from the customers to the customer service provider or to the company, in which we can actually identify that the customer was expected that she would get the same treatment as the other customers in the store. But instead, in this movie scene, we can actually see that the customer service provider was actually provided a rude treatment, in which she is refused to give the shopper bag to the customer. We can also identify the next expectation of the customer, in which that she expected that she might get a proper grade as she entered the stores. Instead, the customer service provider was actually didn't even provide her a good grade with smile, as the customer service provider was looking at her customer from head to toe. We can say that it is kind of rude. Furthermore, the customer also have a high expectation from the store that she would be trusted by the customer service provider. This is actually an issue in which that the customer was actually talking about the VIP would coming but a little bit late. But the customer service provider was actually thought that the customer is giving a false statement, in which that she's coming by own and herself. Next, the customer also expected to get enough trustable information from the customer service provider. Instead, the customer service provider was autopiloted her by giving information that did not satisfy the customer. The customer was actually asking the stocks of the shopper bag, but the customer service provider is giving a false statement, in which that she says that the shopper bag stocks is insufficient. To conclude it all, it is very important for the company to solve the problems as soon as possible, which that company should ignore all of the barriers that may obstruct the company in making decisions to solve the problem. It is very important for the company to identify the customer's expectation, which that it can help the company to enhance the quality of customer service for the future strategies.